Peace and love, Black Light, Cyberspace Ministry. Now I want to ask you to put on your thinking caps. We're still into the series of We Are One. We're in the 7th day. That's going to be the way I categorize the calendar and the time that we're living in. We're in the days of Armageddon. Now, I want you to come and reason with me for a second. Money is becoming, the paper dollar is becoming obsolete. This currency is obsolete, but it's still in effect, because they're gradually getting you to, or conditioning your mind to accept a new type currency, which is going to be electronic currency. You're going to pay with credit cards. It's going to be still in effect. You're going to play with your phones and computers, and this the paper dollar was never meant to be money anyway. It's like a monopoly money, It's like a token. It's like a receipt saying that you got so much credits, or you could purchase something with this receipt because you got credit, or actually it's debt backing you up. Actually it's your energy of living that you're going to circulate. Currency is circulation. This receipt or this paper token around, and it's going to be handed over to the next man. He's going to get what he can use out of it, as far as dry goods and goods and whatever. And you accumulate this money by either working for it, but it's all paper, and it's all a token, and it don't have no real value to it, only the value that you give it. All money is like this, whether it be gold or silver. But what they call precious metals is gold and silver. It has a little more worth to it, and it has a little more uses to it, like copper and silver and gold serves other purposes than currency or just money. And you could use these metals for all types of things, so they have a little bit more value for it. And plus, these metals that I'm mentioning are in us. The same with the diamond. The diamond really ain't nothing but a glorified rock, but it's a crystal, and it has all types of functions to it other than just sparkling. And it has you can utilize it in science or any other thing that you want to use it in. Used to be diamond head needle you put on a record needle to play music with. So these this money, this paper money, and all these other forms of money, they are used for exchange or trade. So the paper dollar is fading away, is less value. So now this is the point I'm trying to get to. There are people that are trying to get you to sell real estate and get your money out of there. And remember when they had the housing crisis, that was a warning right there about the real estate, you know, the real estate game. And so it's not the houses that you sell, you know, because they could be torn down and something else could be built. But it's the land, it's the lot, you know. You never own that lot, you know. The state owns it, you know. And you got to pay taxes to the state. Now, if ever this becomes martial law, they could, they call it commandeer your house anytime they want to, take it over, tell you to get out, you know. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And all those taxes that you paid in it was in vain. So you got to think like this, people. I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about all you brothers, Sinetta and whatever, that y'all not thinking nation time. Y'all not thinking we take it over time, you know. And now it's the perfect time to take it over. You got to try to be one with each other constantly, but you also got to put in your mind that you ain't going out like that. You ain't gonna go out in no concentration camps, you know, because there's a lot of us thinking that when the time comes, you know, the Most High protect us and we'll put it in our head. No, the Most High, he's it's like this. He said, I want y'all to read the handwriting on the wall, which is over in Kemet, which is all in the Bible, Quran. There's gonna come a time, you know, where you're gonna have to save yourself. So I'm giving you warning, fair warning. So, you know, just like Pharaoh and Moses, when Moses was talking to Pharaoh, and Moses crossed the Red Sea, and Pharaoh tried to cross the Red Sea, and the sea swallowed him up, and then Pharaoh say, your God is God, to Moses. Pharaoh didn't believe. He never did believe that was going to happen. You know, it was all types of signs that was gave to the Pharaoh. But Pharaoh didn't pay no attention, or he didn't believe it, because he thought he was God, you know. Well, you are God, black man and black woman. As a whole, you are Allah. You know, as an individual, you're God over yourself. God over your family and household. You know. So you got to, when I say I got to be as one, first of all, you got to be one with yourself, with your thinking. You got to, you know, pull all your faculties together, all your members of your body together, harmonize with yourself, you know, be in unison with yourself. and then you can be in unison with everybody else, your family. But before you, if you don't pay heed, you're gonna be, paying a terrible price. You're gonna have to pay a terrible price to get to know yourself if you don't want to know yourself. So we got all these brothers walking around, with certain truths. They all, some of them are good, some of them are false. But you gotta add, you gotta add the truth with the false in order to put game on people or to trick people. So I'm asking you to reason with me right now. If this money is steadily declining and they're gonna switch you over to another system, you're gonna have to deal with it whether you like it or not. And that other system is gonna be more of controlling you and your activities and your mind. So it's best to take control of that money, learn how to weaponize it like they're doing to you, pool your resources together, take that money, invest it in some money that's good all over the world, which is gold, silver, copper, and you could trade with people all over the world. You could go and trade gold for what you want anywhere in the world. They got you thinking that gold is less than paper dollars. And it's not. That's why it takes so many dollars to buy gold. And it could go up on prices. But if you get a once gold dollar, it might cost you $100 and something dollars. That gold dollar might cost you $100 and something dollars. Same with the silver and the copper is a little cheaper. This is about the cheapest one. But it will behoove you to get that gold, because when they close down on this money, you got that gold. And you could go anywhere in the world with that. You ain't just got to deal here in the United States. They can't force you to do that. But you got to come together as a collective. If you come together as one, they won't be able to break you. But individually, they'll pick you off one by one. And that's what they try to do. They get you in a frame of mind where all you want is paper money. And you don't know the dynamics of that paper money or the ramification of how they're manipulating the stock market, how they're manipulating, everything else. So the best thing for you to invest in is yourself. And study what's going to be beneficial to you, and get that, And the housing market, I wouldn't invest in that, because it's the land. I would invest in some land though. I'd buy some lots, and control that. Even though you got to pay taxes on it, you still renting a lot, but you have more control over it. And anybody want to build on your land, they got to pay the cost. You could rent your land out, or you could build on it yourself, build you up a business. This is Black Light Out.